Welcome to Youth Action Alliance Youth Football Show, episode 5, and today I'm here with
Paddy, Alex,
Babs,
and I'm Ash. Let's go into it. The first few games. So we got Arsenal lost. We got
Drew.
They drew. Sorry, felt like a loss. And we got Tottenham
One.
Bale doing a madness. We got the Derby, Manchester. They lost. Man City lost. Then we got what's another big
Liverpool.
game? Liverpool
Again.
Fat L. Let's start with Liverpool then. So they go into the game low form. They go into it, sort of their backs against the wall. The only one with confidence I feel like in the team is Mo Salah. He's the only one that actually has confidence, and he ends up being the one that gives away the goal. They're slowly slipping away from that champion sort of mentality. They're slowly slipping away from being top dogs to being average. They're fighting for a top 4. I don't even think they're gonna get that, to be honest. Now, what do we think about the slip in quality, slip in everything with Liverpool? How's that happened?
For me, it's just started with injuries.
Mm.
Van Dijk, Gomez, so many more. Now Henderson as well. He's been filling at the back. Just killed it.
Yeah. I mean, we spoke about that before, about the injuries and stuff, and you sort of alluded to saying it's not an excuse.
Not if you're champion.
Yeah, and especially now, I felt for them when he was playing midfield players at the back, but now they're actually playing 2 centre backs back there, and they're still holding.
I think it just goes to show, if you don't recruit properly, as in, it's not about your 11 players.
Yeah.
It's about literally your 18,
Yeah.
22, 25, whatever they have in their squad, and the only team out there, and it shows. Look at City's bench, bro.
Yeah.
City's bench is better than every other team's probably starting 11 outside the top 4.
Yeah.
And this is where Liverpool being caught massively. Like, how can you go from not losing a game in whatever, I don't know, that 50 games, whatever is at home, to losing 6 in a row?
Yeah.
What?
At home, innit?
Yeah, at Anfield.
It's mad.
That's not right.
Mad. Against a team that's fighting for survival. Yeah, that's bad.
I think with Liverpool it's different, man. I feel like you can say it's the team and the squad players and whatever, the injuries, but then last season and then this season at the start we were saying that how well they were doing despite the injuries, and we're saying, it isn't the players, it's the manager, it's the way they play, it's the philosophy. But now, like you're looking at the game against Fulham, they weren't pressing. You can't say that's you can have Ronaldo, you can have all the best players in the world, but if they're not pressing, if they're not putting in the yards, then it doesn't really matter who the players are. So I think that's one thing. You can say that's due to lack of confidence. Maybe having players like Van Dijk at the back gives you confidence, but they're lacking something, and it isn't just that. And even Klopp tried to freshen things up against Fulham. Tried to freshen it up, put in more youngsters, because as we know, youngsters run hard. But even then, they weren't pressing. They don't look like the Liverpool that they were last season. I mean, last season Liverpool's B team. I remember like whenever they were playing the FA Cup, etc., you could see how well they'd play.
Yeah.
So I think there's something else going on, man.
They definitely tried to change their philosophy this year. I feel like they went from that direct attacking 3 passes to let's get Thiago in and let's try and get another style of play added to our game. And I don't think they've done that well enough. I don't think the transition from last year's style to this year's style, coupled with the injuries or whatever, it's just not settled well with them. And now they're holding L's to teams like Fulham, and it's a great win for Fulham. It was so sick when like Scott Parker, like he was buzzing that he won the game. But I think it's crazy that it's the guy that's been scoring all the goals who gives away the goal. What do you think? What do you think about how he dealt with it on the edge of the box there?
It's football suicide, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually football suicide. But just on the confidence side of it, if you look at Liverpool now, like you said, last year it was a case of like total football, Pep's orchestra versus Klopp's heavy metal, get the ball front three, do a madness. If you look at Thiago is literally Pep's footballing son. Like I'm pretty sure it's the quote that he's actually said that this guy is like my football. He's come from La Masia and he's my guy. He's gone to Liverpool now, and I think since he's been in the team, they've been worse.
They won a game every time we start.
You know what I mean? But when you got man like Jordan Henderson in there, who is nothing of a footballer compared to Thiago, like couldn't even tie his shoelaces, but sick leader, does his job well, runs through walls. I bet his stats are through the roof. That side of the game is really strong. confidence, man. It is confidence. It is. You cannot have. Okay, forget the Van Dijks and forget the Joe Gomez. It's massive. Those, we talked about this a few weeks ago. That's a huge loss.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of doubt. Those players play. Liverpool are challenging for the title, no doubt about it. But if you look, Alisson's done a madness this year, confidence-wise. Back-to-back weeks. The team ain't flowing. I'm sure when you watch, when you see the stats of running, they don't look like they're running as hard. It shows that when you're off, football's crazy. 1 minute you can be hot, the next minute you can be cold.
Yeah.
I saw today Gareth Bale talking about how it takes time to come in, and you can go from being, look at Gareth Bale, he looks like the Gareth Bale of old. You know, it's slightly different because he hasn't got the legs for it, but he looks like the baller that he was. Do you know what I mean? So it's literally like that. And it's even more respect to City, the way they've hit form, gone out. We're going to speak about the game now with United, but they've managed to go and peak at the right time when they was like 10 points behind. Do you know what I mean? So if you're running a race or if you're going to the Olympics, you don't want to peak 7 months before the finish line. Do you know what I mean? And Liverpool just completely, like, look at Chelsea now. Starting to peak at the right time. Look at, West Ham. Jesus, West Ham could be. By the way, who said West Ham in top 4? Just saying.
Nah, yeah. I mean, you guys are both players. What's it like playing under like massive pressure and playing with low confidence? Like, what's the difference between for you as young players?
I mean, for me, I think it all starts in the dressing room. And like with the Liverpool example, Henderson's gone, obviously injured. And now that the atmosphere in there must be so different because no doubt he's a big voice on the pitch, and I can only imagine what he is in the dressing room. And I think that changes everything. And like you said, like the Van Dijks, the Joe Gomez's, of course they're important, but for me, like the Henderson loss was probably the biggest one of the season.
I feel like in times of difficulty, that's when you start turning to like your leaders on the pitch, and that's what gives you confidence. So when things aren't going right, you're looking at certain players, certain statures of players that will guide you through it. So then, in Liverpool's case, Van Dijk, Henderson, etc. So I feel like playing with a lack of confidence is one thing, and then not having those people there to look up to as well is another. And like to sort of bring it back to Liverpool, in that team, who they're looking up to? Mohamed Salah at the moment. Is he that type of player though? Like when things are going wrong, he's gonna try and motivate everyone as much as Van Dijk, Henderson, etc. So you got to think about it like that as well.
And I think it's one thing like lack of individual confidence, but I think it's a much bigger issue if your whole team lacks confidence as a team, because individual players, if you lack confidence, you may not, I don't know, take a chance, shoot, you pass it off, but if your team lacks the confidence, you don't feel like you can win the game, and you're not going to win the game like that.
Yeah, that collective confidence is important. But then you go to a team that's massively like confident, Man City, and they lose. How does that happen? We speak about a team with no confidence losing, team with crazy confidence going 21 games, wins,
crazy.
Not unbeaten, wins.
That's crazy.
And then losing in the derby 2-0. How does that happen?
I think it's a good thing that City lost for them. They're looking to go win 4 trophies this year. Yeah. So that sense of you're not invincible. And by the way, they could have nicked that game. It's not like at the end Sterling's got one, it flashes to him.
The Rodri crossbar.
They hit the crossbar.
And after that, he scored straight away.
Do you know what I mean? And Pep said it really, really well. If you look at City since he's been at City, the worst they finished, second in their points. I think the first season, okay, not counting that, they were a bit poor then. But last season, to Liverpool's best, finishing second, and he made a sly little dig saying, "But there's champions out here who are 8th, 30 points of worse." And you can take that how you want, but really and truly, City, they are going to win the Prem. They've got a massive chance to win whatever it is that they're against Tottenham, in the Carabao, whatever it is. They've got a massive chance in the FA Cup. And let's be honest, they got a big shout in the Champions League as well. So one loss to just shake them and to tell the players, look, you man got to still put it in. Like, it's still, you're really good. And talking about the players, if you look at the centre-back, is it Diaz, whatever his name is, he stepped up, he looks like a animal.
He's a young buck,
Yeah,
like
22, 23,
well.
animal. You can see the way he plays. I saw a mad interest in, Rodri, when he was playing at, is it Villarreal? Was it?
Before he came.
I'm going to check that one. I think it's Villarreal, or maybe even Sevilla. He was in halls. He was studying.
Oh, I saw that.
And he lived in student halls in his beat up Corsa, whatever it was, that he bought from some little old lady. And the characters and you know what I mean. That everything's just gelled at the right time. Aguero's on the bench, by the way.
How
Game changes on the
good's
bench.
Cancelo been this season?
Yeah, Cancelo, all these players, like they've really got it serious, innit?
Cold.
They got it so serious. Even Kyle Walker's looking like a bit of a football player. You know what I mean? Like he's looking like he can actually play.
Yeah.
Like they've really Pep, honestly, best coach in the world.
Yeah.
Best, maybe not manager, best coach in the world to go out and make players better.
And also, like, he's got so much tactics that he's done throughout his time at Barca, like loads of different ways to play with the false nine, blah blah blah. Then he goes to Bayern, starts to introduce this inverted fullback stuff. Now he goes to City, tries to do the inverted fullback stuff, doesn't work. Does a few false nine bits sometimes, and he just knows when to use the right tactic at the right time. Do you know what I mean? He says, "I'm going to bring in Cancelo and then do that inverted. Then sometimes we're going to do both of them inverted, and then for the first." I think it wasn't the Man United game. It was a game before that. For the first half, he didn't play inverted Cancelo, and then he did towards the end. He just knows the right times when to do it, and I think you're right. That's what makes him so sick.
And he brought in this guy. I don't know if you've not seen about his coach that he had, like he played for back in the day. Like his network is really strong. The people around him, and he literally said the reason why we weren't doing well. I think it was the West Brom game, whatever. The game that made him change was he didn't like what he was seeing. Bro, we watched City and like they're still bopping it, and he's cussing out to that nth degree. Do you know what I mean? Detail. Now look at him, man. Go back to basics. Literally, that's what he said. Go back to basics.
But hey, ultimately they lost, didn't they? How did they lose?
I think take nothing away from Man United, man.
Really
I think they put in a shift, and you know what? Funny enough, before the game started, everyone had City as favourites, but I'm not even guessing. I had a feeling, that it wasn't gonna be that easy. And I knew that. Because look, you look at previous years as well, United are City's bogey team. Every team's got a bogey team. And that seemed to be Man United. So I knew that, form, everything's back in City, but I knew that on Derby Day, you can never count out United. And you've seen it for the past 4 seasons. It's whenever you City come up against United, the form goes out the window. And I feel like with the United team that they have now at the moment, I feel like playing against teams like Man City is what suits them best, because they love playing in transition, they love playing counter-attacking football. But against the lower teams like you're looking at Fulham's and the teams that are willing to sit back against you, that's when United struggle. But if you're Man City and you wanna have possession, and United are more than happy to let them do that. They're more than happy to sit back, hit you on the counter. They have fast players, speed of play. That's what they specialise in. So I thought that going into this game, United, they're always in the game. I wouldn't say favourites, but they're always in there. So I would never put them out.
The joke is United second half kept the ball well.
Yeah.
They kept the ball well. Like they sounded out. They ran hard. They got into shape. It was almost like Fergie United. Like literally, they set up the trap well, and then they played because their front three, bro, it's mad.
Yeah.
I know, like Martial, just too hot and cold.
He played well though.
He played really well. You got pace in all those positions. You got. Even Bruno, I know they say they don't play well in the big games, but they got players to play. But this is the thing about Man United. There's no plan. So this game suits.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? It's not like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's gone, right, this is our philosophy, this is our style. It's just they've got talented football players who are quick, and if they can just soak it up, they go through. You know what I mean? And ultimately that's. But again, City, it's not like they played bad.
No. You know who did play bad for me though? De Bruyne. I thought he was
injured. Just come back from injury though, innit? Just come back from
He's
injury.
supposed to be the baddest guy around, and if you're fit enough to start, you should be fit enough to do the thing. And like, if you're gonna play, if the reason he's played bad is because he's just come back from injury, he shouldn't have started. Do you see what I'm saying?
They don't need him either.
He was so bad. I was like, this guy looking superhuman right now. Before, he was just like, you can't touch him. Ball goes there, zing, eyes in the back of his head, goals, shots. This time he's giving the ball away in his own half, cheap. There was one that came into him, and like the guy moved early. I think we actually did a match analysis on this one time. Guys, the ball's come into him, and then the player that was marking him has gone to go and intercept the set early. And all he needs to do is check his shoulder and open out, just regular stuff. He set it like a fool and didn't check his shoulder, gets cut out. I'm thinking, you're the best of the best. Like, how does that end a derby when it's showtime? On the flip side, you got the young boy, Scott McTominay. Yeah, he was cold on the night. If you go back and watch the game and see his touches in the game and the times he tried to wrap one into pockets and he's taking it off the sole roll on the front foot, the differences was night and day for me in terms of performance. But we talk about you know, Man United did so well, but it was a penalty in the first few seconds of the game.
Silly.
Lost his head. You can't give away a penalty there, surely not.
Dumb,
It was a
yeah.
penalty, was it?
Dumb.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was his emotions. So the start of the game, it's emotions, and then actually United went at them at the start of the game.
Yeah.
City weren't expecting that at all. So United blindsided City because you're not expecting City United to go press City like they did. Like for the first 20 minutes of that game, United dominated. City couldn't get out of their own half because United put that onto them. And then you're looking at the penalty situation. Jesus loses the ball from a sort of 9 position, and then because of the emotions, he just wants to win it back. He's irrational. Sprints all the way back to track him, and then in the end just puts in a foot at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So I thought a bit unlucky, but again, it's the emotions that sort of made him do that. And then that there fits into United's game plan beautifully.
Yeah.
Early goal,
Yeah.
penalty, stunned City, and then didn't just sit on that, carried on pressing them. I think that was genius for them, man. But
He's got a hand to it though.
yeah.
Big hand to it.
Yeah.
Should he save that, you think?
I don't know.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
Nah.
It's just if he'd gone a second earlier, he might have gotten there. But if he'd gone a second earlier, maybe Bruno would have gone the other way. So it's just
You
I'm
can't.
harsh on
Yeah,
goalkeepers. I think he should save that, man.
you can't
Because
because
it was such a big hand. It's not a fingertip. He's not like just grazed him. I heard it like from the, obviously there's no fans, but you hear it like boom, clean off his hand, and it almost went off his hand into the side netting. If it comes off your hand strong like that, then you should be able to save it. If you just fingertip it and that's the most you can do, then I get you. But like, yeah, man. And I think he thinks that. I think the goalkeeper thinks that as well. You heard him like shouting that. But yeah. But like the next game we got is what, Tottenham. Bale comes back to life. What about? I want to talk about his interview though, where he said, "Oh, I'm 31. You know, not like I used to be." I was confused. I'm like, what, bro? Like 31?
But like he's done everything, bro. I know he's not
Yeah.
on the Prem, but man, like Champions Leagues, and,
But like,
and he cares about golf more than football. Like he's not bothered. He's
But
not
like-
bothered. Wales as well, semi-final.
But like,
Euros.
I'm baffed. Like he's saying like, you know, like I'm not gonna be like I was before. I'm like 31. I'm like, are you serious?
I think though, because I watched that same interview and it was talking about not when I was 21. I think he's talking more about like the play, how he like that run he did against Inter Milan.
Yeah.
There is a certain degree of when you're younger, you got that youthful, the spring, your recovery. I think he's more talking that way, rather than saying
Overall performance.
yeah, because bro, like how he's playing now,
You
Son must be like, yo,
Right.
Has, come here. You know that. You know he's not your guy. Like, he's my guy. Innit? You know that guy's not here for long. Okay, don't do this. Don't do this to me. And that's what I genuinely. That's the way he's coming to take over from.
Yeah.
That front three could be even with more in there.
Oh.
all their goals,
Mad.
like
Mad.
intricate or like just like splitting them open. And obviously, apart from the Kane one, I was just
Oh,
But that's when you got a
World-class.
world-class striker, though, innit? That's what happens.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's so good to see Bale back doing well, though, man. When he came, I was thinking, yeah, go and back this up again, man. It's so sick to see him.
Yeah.
And when he was looking real average, oh no, I was thinking, oh no, what? This is horrible. But now he's doing well. He scored a few goals. But I just didn't like when he was talking about I'm 31 because you got men like Ronaldo and Messi. Obviously, Ronaldo's a freak and he works like takes care of himself. But you got the others like Messi who at 31 is still doing that madness, you know. So I don't know.
But then I understand Ronaldo's a freak in a sense of his work ethic, but if you're a pro footballer, as Bale obviously is, like, and you have all the best
Resources,
exactly,
facilities.
like you can kind of work around that a lot more than I don't know someone who's playing for even for like a Burnley kind of team or like one of these like Premier League teams. Like it's just come from Real Madrid to Tottenham. It's like you know,
And also as well, I don't know if this is a good or like a pro or a con for him. Not played much football at Real Madrid the
Yeah.
last few years.
That's
So
what
like,
for
there's
me-
not much tax on his body, or is it that his body needs to catch up? What do you think?
yeah. For me, you know, when he came back and he was playing, like someone said in an interview, like he looked like he couldn't really like throw his weight around. He was looking kind of like fragile. Like he couldn't just put his foot in for that tackle, go 100% in. And now he's doing that and he's bagging.
Yeah.
But do you know what it's like look at say Wayne Rooney and Jamie Vardy. Wayne Rooney started playing football when he was 16. Gareth Bale started when he was 17, 18, coming through Southampton and actually playing, starting Premier League. Bale might have been a little bit older actually, tell a lie, but he was still like an integral part. Jamie Vardy comes at whatever age, I don't know, 25, 26, whatever age it was. So really and truly, Wayne Rooney, Gareth Bale, their body is 10 years older than what it really is because they started that much younger.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Number one. Number two, let's be super honest, he went to Real Madrid on a mad contract. On a mad contract. You know them ones where you drop the £5, it's not worth picking the £5 because you probably made £10 in that time. That kind of contract. So, hunger, does he really have a passion for football? For me, the only time I see him have real passion, when he plays for Wales.
Oh, when he scored that basketball kick, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But
I feel you.
he's not like, whereas when you see Ronaldo, he's got a passion for scoring goals. He don't even have a passion for his team. He just has a passion for being the best in the world. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it is with Bale. And also with Bale, it's so apparent he needs to be in an environment where he's loved.
Yeah.
Wales, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Tottenham, they got Harry Kane, but they could at least make him somewhere. Real Madrid, what are you gonna play?
Yeah.
Bro, go over there.
Yeah.
Go and play golf. Go play golf, and do you know what I mean? We'll pay you to not be around, literally.
Yeah.
So-
and you go to the other side of other side of North London. You got Arsenal. 1-1 draw. Give it away.
Oh, should pattern that game, even off chances. I watched that game, man. There's
So many chances.
They were,
The
Arsenal
one in the
played well.
last minute.
Post.
Bro,
It was ricochet.
drop to thing.
Pepe, he should score before that.
Yeah.
He gets squared to me, misses. He gets another bite, he misses.
squared,
Even the handball where he's hit.
Oh, that's
bro.
handball, by the way.
That is handball.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's
it was
handball.
like this. It hit him here.
Refs
No,
don't
this one. The one where
Yeah,
he's in there.
that one's not handball. But
Yeah,
the other one.
but that one is, yeah.
The Pepe one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, and it's literally man's
They're
handball.
both
but
Pepe
it-
ones, isn't they?
Oh yeah, back to back.
He changed that game for us though.
Pepe was good.
When he came on, he changed that game because
Pepe was good.
we were sort of going through the motions a bit till he came on. Burnley had a chance, but overall we should have won. We had the chances. You see Aubameyang coming out after even saying that. You can talk about VAR, but the chances that we missed, Saka missed in the first half.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big.
Even Aubameyang missed one in the second half. Pepe could have had two. Ceballos. And in that last sort of ricochet, Saka could have scored again. Ceballos could have scored again. You just got to look at it and just say that.
But this goes back
Sometimes
to like
they-
Liverpool as well. If you're playing in the Prem, should you not play your best 11 players who are in form and playing, get the job done, then bring everyone else on? If Pepe's in form and he's in form right now, why is he not starting?
True.
Why like pattern up the team you're playing against, get one or two, and then start do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't get this chop and change. That there's no. I remember we had a conversation about American like college football about this. Why do that? If your players are fit enough, they know what they're doing. You don't need to play them in the cup or whatever it is. The Prem's there to be, especially for our Arsenal. We need to really. The only saving grace now for us is we go win the Europa League.
Yeah.
Then we can finish 17th. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go in the Europa League.
That goal, the first goal, obviously the only goal that Aubameyang scored, it was a good goal though. You know, it showed like good signs from Arsenal. They sort of carved it open. I think what's his name, the midfield player, the new one,
Odegaard.
Party.
Oh, yeah, he's a
So he
baller.
comes now. He's just
cold.
well, he gets a little 1-2, goes into Willian in the pocket, then sends on Aubameyang 1v1, 2-step overs. I think the keeper should save that one as well.
What's William? What are you saying about William?
I thought he did alright on the day. I thought he did alright. Like not as sick as he should be. He doesn't look as sharp or. There was, you know, when he slows it down and then he goes again.
Yeah.
He used to do that
Mad.
so sharp.
Yeah.
Him and Coutinho,
Yeah.
But now it's looking slow motion. when he
Yeah.
does it. So I don't know about him, but like he played alright on the day. But then you look at big characters, big key moments. We want to play out from the back. Give it to a holding midfield player, edge of your 6-yard box. Goes right, takes a touch, goes right footed to go out there. Man scores with his
That
hip.
would hurt to
That is just
Hard
that.
to watch.
Ultimately, you look at all the games that Arsenal have lost this season, and they've said it all the time. It's not teams beating Arsenal, just Arsenal beating themselves.
Yeah.
Like against City, when they're scoring that early goal, first minute of the game, first 2 minutes of the game, that's Arsenal just being Arsenal. We're not teams against Wolves as well, dominating the game, not getting a second goal to kill the game. Something happens, bang, now we're losing the game. We're beating ourselves, man.
Whose fault is that? Is it the goalkeeper's fault for giving it to him there? Which is ridiculous. He's running into your box, back to play. You can see the man's pressuring him, and he gives it to him anyway. Or is it Saka's fault, Xhaka's fault, for not playing it first time, or just dealing with it as a baller, you know, or hooking it left-footed out if you're nervous.
I think it's both. Like initially, you're the keeper. You can see everything. If you see danger, clear the ball. Like you're gonna lose the ball. Yeah, one time. All right, cool. Like, but you haven't conceded, and ultimately you win by goals, not by keeping the ball. You know what I mean? Like, and
Like,
then
go on.
once he's gotten the ball and he wanted the ball, he sprinted for that ball. Once you've done that, you want the ball. So clearly you have an idea of what you're gonna do. But at least check, double check, be sure what you're doing.
I saw a post saying he's got to do that in one, not up two.
Yeah, he could have done that one, but in his defence, though, on his weaker side as well. Maybe if I was on his left foot,
He would have done
I
it.
reckon he's doing that first time. But because it's on his right, so I feel like blame Xhaka as well, because he's obviously coming, like Alex said, coming and calling for the ball. But with goalkeepers as well, despite maybe Arteta saying that, wanting his keeper to play out from the back, and in that game we sort of were. Burnley was starting to come on top of us, maybe he's trying to keep possession a little bit more. But then, as a keeper, you should be able to see the danger, because what your role is above everything else is danger, getting rid of danger. And despite what your manager's telling you or anyone's telling you, like that's your most basic job. If you see your team's in danger, just clear the ball out. So I think he should have made that judgment. Yeah, I'm just going long. It's better to be safe than sorry.
It's fashion though, innit? It's fashion. Keep the ball, look pretty.
Yeah.
Think about it, like, this is the way I see it. If he'd cleared it, we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
it's so tight though. He's literally on a penalty spot.
Yeah.
And he's got his back to play. He's not on the edge of the box. Like he's in your box. There's no one else in the box. But it's an overload in your box. You got it's 2v2. The goalkeeper, Xhaka, then the man marking him, and then the man who scores off his hit. It's 4v4 within like tight areas. Come on, man. Let's be serious. It's not that
The
tight.
thing what you gotta think is, if that was your under 9 team on a Sunday, what you saying?
Fuming.
But this is a pro on 150 bags a week.
Fuming.
So
Yeah, when I went in, I went up to the toilet. I said, "Yeah, he's a joke, man." I shouted it so loud. Yeah, I'm done with this game. Joke, man. I was so vexed. But yeah, man. But we got the Euros coming up.
Oh my god.
Euros coming up. There's a lot of talent in England right now. There's a lot of talent often in England, but I think right now there's something brewing quite special, especially in those midfield and forward line areas. And also in like previous friendlies and previous tournaments, there's been this new sort of swagger that definitely me and you have never seen from an English team. So it's going to be exciting to see like what 23 or what 23 go on the plane, and then what 11 go. So let's see if we can come up with the best 11. Starting with the GK, we'll go 4-3-3. We'll put it on the board, and this will be our 11 that we think should start in the Euros. The first game of the Euros, based on form, based on numbers. If you know their stats, and then also how we'll do it. Say for example, I think Lamptey should start right back, and then you three outvote me. Then that's it, innit? Like you guys outvote me. But if it's like 4 different ones, we gotta try and argue and see who can rope someone on board, and
and it's based on if the Euros is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get more games and get better.
Yeah.
No, tomorrow.
Alright.
And
Goalkeeper.
everyone's fit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I was thinking, what are you doing with that? What?
I can't stand that Brett, and I don't know why he still starts for England.
He's poor, man.
I can't have it.
I warned you guys about him when Bruno scored that goal from outside the box. I said it. I said any decent keeper saving it.
Yeah.
Any decent keeper saving it.
So who's it then? Henderson or Pope?
Henderson.
Pope? Henderson.
Henderson.
I'm Henderson.
I'm Henderson.
Burnley, but Poe, gotta give that guy some credit, man.
The talent of this boy.
Yeah, he's talented. He's mad talented.
Yeah, but
and
Euros
the
is tomorrow.
confidence.
Think about it like that.
The confidence, but Pope's got the. What it'll come down to, sod's law. It'll be a situation where pundits or public will go. But if Henderson had played a little bit more, he would have had a little bit more now, so a little bit more experience. Cool, and that's what it will be.
Cool. Let's break it down then for the goalkeepers then. Who you taking shot stopper to save your house? Who you betting your house on? Shot stopper.
If there's a burglar in my yard, I'm gonna bail up Nick Pope to come deal with him and save it. Be real.
Pope's bigger, innit? But
Massive as well.
Shot stopper and Pope.
shots.
Playing out from the back. Who you going?
Cool. Pope.
Pope. Cool. Playing out from the back. Who you going? Because you're gonna.
He's only got to give it to like 3 yards in front of him, clip it to the foot. You ain't got to do much.
Nah,
He doesn't
man.
need to be Edison.
Nah,
He doesn't
you
need
gotta
to be.
do
Nah,
more.
I'm going Dean, man.
Dean for me playing at
Henderson.
the back.
Dean, you know him, yeah, like that.
Yeah, Dean, that's my guy.
Dino.
I am saying, nah, Dean Henderson, even shot stopper, man. I reckon he's still, because Pope just more or less his size. Henderson's more agile. If you're looking at movement, Henderson. If you're looking at defending crosses, Pope.
Claiming crosses.
But Pope
You know what I
makes
mean?
some
There's gonna be
saves.
that many crosses coming.
Nah,
That's
you
what I'm
can't.
saying. You got
Pope makes some
Everyone's trying
save
to
that you're
play,
like,
everyone's
what?
trying
You know what I mean? He makes certain saves, like with his feet or just with his hand. You're like,
Okay, so tomorrow.
You know what? Pope's that Bray, yeah, where he knows he ain't the best looking guy, so he's like, he'll take it anyway. You know, he's the brave guy.
Yeah.
He's not all right up there.
Yeah.
This guy's trying to be like pretty boy and you know
Yeah.
plays for Man United.
Nah, man. Dean Henderson last season, goalkeeper.
No, he
Sheffield.
was. Yeah, he
He
was
should have.
cold.
He
was
should have.
cold.
He should be United's number one
He should-
because
he was
he's better. I'd say.
But remember,
better
we're not
than-
talking about that. We're
Last
talking
season.
about
Tomorrow.
right now.
But tomorrow you're looking at previous 3 games for United. Dean Henderson started.
And then
Only because Donny's having a kid.
Yeah, and then when he comes back, I don't think he's gonna walk straight back in because Dean Henderson's been playing banging against Man City. You can talk about match fitness, all of this, but that second goal came from Dean Henderson. And in the Euros, these little margins is what we need to make the most of, and you
I'm a
need Dean Henderson,
I
man.
rate you, Hadi.
You need Dean. over there.
What are you saying?
I'm staying Pope.
Oh, I thought
You gotta say Dean.
Hey, listen, don't be intimidated, you.
Nah,
come on, man.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
You got the mafia blood in you.
Wait, hold on. Hey, but both of them 100% match fit, 100%
They're
match
both
sharp.
going,
Who you
yeah.
picking? What between the two?
Pope.
Same, still.
Because in that moment where England are gone 1-0 up because the front three, we're going to get to that, I've just done a mazza, and it's down to that mad save, Pope will do it.
100.
He'll
I
do
can
any part of
picture
his
it. I can picture
blood,
it like
soul,
some
anything.
dumb.
Let's come back to
some
it.
dumb Maguire thing.
Yeah, literally.
Somewhat like a Mandzukic strong goal. Pope with his big boy leg out saves it.
Yeah.
And it stays 0-0 and then England win the game. I can
Let's come
see
back to it.
Let's
then.
go into
Let's
that
move
moment.
on. Let's move on. We'll come back to that. Let's move on. Right back. So we got Daniel James. We got Kieran Trippier. We got Tariq Lamptey. We got Arnold.
Trent.
Trent
Reece
Alexander-Arnold.
Reece James.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka. What did I say?
Yeah, you said Daniel
Said
James.
Daniel James.
Yeah.
Daniel James. Oh, Reece James.
Reece
Reece James.
This is England's strongest position. Like, seriously.
I thought I wrote down Justin as well. You know, I think he's
He's
so
injured
good.
though.
Justin.
Yeah, you can't bring him tomorrow. Yeah, he's injured.
It's got to be.
I think
Reece?
so.
And do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because this guy's attacking ability and this guy's defending ability and the way he recovers is this guy in one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And this guy, I've never seen a montage of someone who just takes it on their chest and doesn't have the ball away. Like, he just like he's very comfortable on the ball.
Yeah. For me, I'm the same. Reece James. What do you think?
I was gonna go Trent because I just like for me,
Tomorrow,
bro. It's just the quality's just there. Quality.
going forward.
His quality is that much there that his champions team has dropped 30 points since last season.
But
And he's done,
his
and he was the
individual
guy.
Quality,
But individual quality, he's way better than Reece James. No,
not.
you know what I mean. Reece James is doing the same thing that
Off a dead ball, you're thinking more like off a dead ball, off that stuff is.
I'm just thinking, who do I want in that kind of just pushing into their half on the ball? Who do I want?
Well, what about in a
Trent.
1v1 situation when you're running back?
This is what I was getting to.
It's going to be peak.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
got
Trent.
the quality on the ball
Yeah.
is touch and go between them, but the quality defensively is margins.
Yeah.
Not margins, so it's massive.
And I think nowadays, why is it a thing that fullbacks, everyone's looking at when they're crossing it in for a goal scoring opportunity? Bro, your first job is to defend
No, of
the
course.
goal as a
But
back
then
four, back
it's
three,
not
whatever you
like
want
he
to call
can't
it.
do it. He's been doing it for seasons. Like what he started playing regularly for Liverpool, 19. What's he
Alright,
now?
cool,
22,
cool. Alright.
23.
Cool.
I
So Kingsley Coleman comes up, yeah, 1v1.
Spinning it
Listen.
for fun.
Over.
Cool. But is Coleman not spinning James?
No, he's not spinning James.
That's
Hold on.
cap.
Hey, Reece
That's
James,
cap.
I haven't seen a lot of like his full night
I
games.
haven't
I saw him against
either,
Arsenal.
to be honest.
Gabriel Martinelli had him on ropes. So from that game that I saw,
This
Reece
guy
James
judges
is
all
you
his
know what I mean?
stuff on
I don't
only
know, man.
Arsenal games.
Nah, but yo, Martinelli
he watches.
has had a lot of football and that. He telling my man to touch
And then
him.
also when he's on pro clubs and he builds Arsenal and he just plays.
Nah,
That's what
not
he does.
even. But look,
Who's your right back?
you know what? It's between Trent, James. I put Walker into the mix as well. Kyle Walker.
But who's
You
your right
you're all
back?
gonna disagree with me.
I think
So-
Walker's a shout.
I think-
Who's your right back?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow. Pressure, you know.
this is mad because Walker hasn't played a lot of football as well. You know what I mean?
Well, if you say Walker, we're taking James because no one voted for Walker.
You know, I'll go Reece James. Chelsea on form right now as well. Reece James.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Pelicha.
Say no more.
He's on our board.
Reece James.
Reece James. Right back.
But you know what though? If it was the squad of 23 players not going, Kyle Walker definitely goes there because he can do the right centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't put Trent right centre back. You can't
Yeah.
really put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
So you centre backs. Right side centre back. Let's go across the pitch. Right side centre back.
John Stones.
Stones. Stones.
I was gonna go with Cody, bro.
Connor Cody.
Why? Why are you going Cody?
Because he's just been a boss this year.
Over
man.
Stones.
I think Stones, he's come good now recently, only because the guy next to him has made him a better player. Pep put him on the bench for time, didn't trust him for time.
True.
All them, I love players, that express themselves, come out confident on the ball. If you're going to make 20 mistakes out of 30 games, really no. He definitely goes to the Euros, but to start, nah. Sometimes you just got to go back to basics.
I think he starts though because in the Euros you're gonna have more time on the ball. You know, everyone's gonna give you more respect. There's gonna be less pressing. Probably will be pressing, but less pressing. And like based on his current form, I just think that it's not the last 5 games. He's played like quite a lot of games.
Yeah,
now.
it's the running of
It's like,
20.
he's been in there, right?
Yeah.
So and he's been a massive part of it. And you talk about him starting to perform because the guy next to him. I think that's all he needed for him to get his own confidence. You see what I'm saying? Not reliant on my man next to him. But I definitely hear what you're saying, where he does need a big boy next to him. That's why my guy next to him.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
100%.
But anyway, let's talk about Stones. Stones. Stones.
Yeah.
Stones.
No, but you know what
I want to say voted out.
No, but I can see what he's on about Connor Cody because Connor Cody
Connor
is the big boy. You know
Cody's
what I mean? He's the big boy.
And he's
that's
come
next to him.
all the way from wherever Wolves were in
True.
League One, and then he's proven like.
But I don't know, man. At the top level, man, I don't know.
And you're forgetting
I
Cody
don't know.
was at his best when they were playing a 5. When he was at centre.
Yeah.
Now they've gone to the 4.
And there's not much defending to do.
Yeah.
You know, where you're the sweeper. You say
Yeah.
you just drop off and you just sweep up the stuff. But yeah, Stones
yeah.
makes it. It's close though. Cody's sick, proper sick. If it's like last 10 minutes and we're backs against the wall, we need someone like Cody in there to go and defend and do it properly. He's a scouser, you know what I mean? When we're like trying to dominate the game to start, I think you need.
For me, the fact that he's captain at his club makes him also even more of like a force in that centre back because
Yeah.
you just for me personally, when I think of like a captain, I think of a centre back because it's just who it should be. It just makes sense.
So I should start playing you centre back.
Nah, not even.
But do you know what? If Gomez was playing fit the whole season, million would have been Gomez.
Yeah.
Because he's a Rolls Royce, young, plays, but yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, innit?
Next to him, left side centre back.
Tyro Mings.
Yeah, Mings.
Mings.
Bad
Easy.
boy.
He's different.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's stupid fast, like ridiculously fast. Left footed, can play a bit. He's horrible. He gets up and wins headers. Talks a lot, and I think he's the perfect balance next to Stones. Do you see what I'm saying? But yeah, easy.
I feel like he's the bad guy. It's like the good cop, bad cop kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, it's different.
Left foot Van Dijk.
Left back.
I just can't have Shaw because I just look at him. I always think he needs to trim up a little bit, man.
Nah,
I'm
I'd go
going
short.
sure.
I'd go short. I used to think
Jesus,
that.
son, I'm gonna stop speaking, man.
I used to think that, until one day I think he took his shirt off at the end of the game. He's got a little 4-pack going on, you know.
4-pack of what beer?
No, genuinely.
Nah,
He just looks stocky.
He doesn't even look stocky. He just
Looks like he's carrying a bit,
Yeah.
but he's actually not. He's got a little 4-pack.
I think-
he was tensing mad when he took it off.
Nah, you know what? He's looking like Hazard after that mad summer he had.
Yeah,
when he just gone Real Madrid. That's
Hazard
what
what
I'm
he
saying.
likes, bro. Because he's
Yeah, of course.
man,
It's not the same thing, but
yeah.
that's the.
I think
kind
with
of look
Shaw,
I'm seeing.
the Southampton Shaw who went to Man United, that Shaw would start. Everyone said it for club, country, everything. Yeah, obviously he's been horrific injuries, come back from it. The Shaw that played against City, was, coming to getting on the ball, driving, doing all that stuff. Even his goal, great. Chilwell, it's almost like sometimes, when you go to, what is that, Leicester, isn't it? Leicester to Chelsea. And now obviously new manager's coming, he's back to Lonzo a bit more. When you stay at a club, the what's the saying? Big fish, small pond, small fish, big pond. It kind of works out better for you to then go into these tournaments and stuff. And I think if we questioned it on, because Saka's a funny one. Saka's done every position for us. So we're going to talk about Shaw and Chilwell. Who has more ability? Who is more athletic to get up and down? What do you think?
Athletic to get up and down, sure.
Who's got more ability?
Off the left foot, I go Chilwell. What do you think?
Some of the goals he scored, some of them just driving it across, disgusting.
Yeah.
But then, to be honest, I haven't seen much of him this season, so I don't really.
Who? Chilwell or Shaw?
Both of them.
Chilwell's been like.
I've seen more
drops.
Shaw than Chilwell.
Shaw's played well.
It's almost
Yeah,
like, you see how James is a hybrid of these two. There needs to be a hybrid of these two. Because I don't think either of them are like. It's not like Ashley Cole, is it?
Nah,
You know what I mean? It's not like.
It's not nailed on.
It's not like boom. It's a 50.
Haddy's been quiet because he wants to put Saka in there.
No. As a left back, Shaw.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're looking at Shaw since they brought in Alex Tellers.
Oh, that's true.
He's responding to that competition well,
That
and
boy's
he's
good,
actually
that
going
Tellers
good.
guy.
Yeah, and he's no joke, Alex Tellers. And for Shaw to be taking his place, and you look at United over the last couple of games, or previous, I say 10, 15 games, he's probably been their most consistent performer. And then you look at the flip side of Chelsea, now they're playing well, but the manager's backing Marcus Alonso over Ben Chilwell. And if you're going to put into this scenario Marcus Alonso over Shaw, you wouldn't do that, 100%.
Yeah,
So
that's a great
there
shout.
must be something that's there that's suggesting why Chilwell doesn't go there.
Oh,
So
good stuff.
He's done that there.
That's
He said checkmate on that.
He said, hey, you gotta slow down, you. I said to God, you gotta slow yourself down. You're running the show over here.
I'm on vacation, man.
Jesus.
Alright, cool. What are we doing here, by the way? We're going 1 there and 2 there, or we're going 2 here, 1 there?
I mean, we should do 2 sets, 2 variations, and just see what works best. 'Cause I was thinking that 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3.
Well, what would they play? Well, I mean, it's us, innit? It's our
Yeah.
team. What would we play?
I'd go one holding personally.
Me too. Brave.
I'm always been the 4-2-3-1
I know
guy.
you
Always.
no, because you got to think about. I wouldn't
One box to
go
box.
if you're going 1 holding then 2 up. I wouldn't do it like a Man City type of way because we don't have the defensive shape to do that. Like you're trying like David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, and then just have a Rodri. No way that would work if you're putting, for example, Grealish, Maddison, and Rice. It wouldn't work. 'Cause
Big
we're not Pep
Calvin
Guardiola.
Phillips, mate. He will do it all for you. Don't worry.
But Calvin
He will
Phillips.
sort everything.
I
All
would.
your problems
Ball.
are.
I would do it, the casual ballers way. With 1 holding, box to box, and a 10.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's not a conversation no more.
Yeah.
They always say 1 holding and 2 10s or 2 holding and 1 10. What happened to 1 holding? The 8 gets up and down, and then you got a 10 as well. You know what I mean? Sort of frees you up.
But that would kill England though, because they've got a lot more. Well, look at that. I don't really see who's a box to box.
I think Mount is developing into one.
Jordan Henderson.
Nah, for
For
me,
me, he's more holding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Depending
you
on
don't
his next-
score enough. You
For
don't
me-
score enough. You don't assist enough.
But Mount, no. Mount can go box to box.
The only one I was looking at, I was thinking Rice.
Rice can go box to box.
but he's also kind of more developing into it rather than he just is,
That's true.
So it's just like,
They don't really create that player anymore, man.
yeah.
Everyone wants to be like everyone's just the 10 though.
The 10 or the holding.
The holding.
I hate
What
that.
are we doing then? So we saying 2 there, 1 there?
No, I'd probably go.
I think it depends who you pick.
I'd go. You know what? Exactly depends on that. But then again,
Nah,
you're
that's
looking
not
at
how you
things.
pick a team.
Two, no. You go for the
Obviously,
2.
There's got to be 1 holding, so we'll pick that, and then I say.
Okay, cool.
the
But it's
next
how you
choice-
do it. Do you do the formation and put the players, or do you base the players on the formation? We said the formation.
Let's do what Alex said. We're gonna have 1 minimum, innit?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
do the first one and then figure it out.
Yeah.
Who's the holding? So we got there. Henderson, Rice, Calvin Phillips. I know who you're going.
Who me?
Yeah,
What Calvin Phillips?
yeah. No?
It's
Nah, I don't think
it's a
I don't
realism
think-
thing. It's a realism thing though.
In an ideal world, you'd love to have him in.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Because he deserves it. I really do think.
Yeah,
Because the team
he's so
plays
sick.
and he's so sick, and he
Forget his team plays in sick.
and it's the way Leeds play. They have been the most exciting team.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves to watch them play. But on experience, in the moment, in the biggest stage. If they go, you know, far in the tournament, you're gonna need, and that's what lacked in that last Euros, that little bit of nous, man. Do you know what I mean?
Who's
So-
your guy?
So my heart would go Calvin Phillips, my head would go, I wouldn't even have to swerve Rice on it, which kills me as well. It would have to go Henderson.
Yeah.
Purely because if you take Henderson out of the team last year, Liverpool don't win the league, I don't think.
What do you think, Adi?
And he's a leader.
Saka don't play holding midfield.
Holding, I agree with the Henderson thing. So when I was thinking about this last night, I said that I would put Rice, Holding, and have Henderson sort of box to box, because you got Reece James on the right back who's always going to be flying forward. Sure, flying forward, you need someone else to come and cover, and Henderson could do that for Reece James. So that's what I would have done.
But then you're playing too deeper, though, aren't you? It's not really box to box.
And that's no, but then so he's sort of like the filling man to sort of balance the team. So he's the man that balances everything up.
But for this
Yeah,
one,
John
though,
Henderson.
this one here to start off with.
I think that what role you said there is Calvin Phillips. Like, that is literally what he does. He's played holding midfield for Leeds. He's even played at centre back, and he reads, he tucks in. That's him.
But we're going off tomorrow, innit? So Henderson can't play there. He's injured.
But
Checkmate.
there's only one man. Do you know what I mean?
Only one.
Yeah.
If Henderson can't do it, yeah, it's got to be Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
What we just said, Calvin Phillips, bro. What do you mean?
What?
No one, we didn't even mention Rice.
No,
I think it's coming to him now. If it's not,
If it's not Henderson, it's
Henderson.
Rice for me. Facts.
yeah,
Straight.
I'm the same.
Yeah,
I don't want to play this game. This game's dead. What? How am I getting like voted out 3 times in a row? On my own board.
Cool.
Wait, hold on. Let's just take a little breather, yeah? Just calm down.
Just state your thing. Just state your
Okay,
thing.
right. Let's look at. Firstly, why is it not? Like, no one's actually explained to me why. Why is it not Calvin
Because
Phillips?
he just come back from injury as well. Calvin Phillips.
Has he? You
Yeah.
just made that one up.
No,
when Arsenal thrashed Leeds 4-2, he was injured. He wasn't playing.
Okay, but
For me-
that must have been a light injury because he's been playing like
Yeah.
the most of
He's
the
in-
season.
But for me though, I go Rice over Calvin Phillips because ability-wise, very very similar. Like on the ball, very very similar. There's not much really to give there. But then big moments, I feel like he's probably experienced more of them because he's played more minutes. He's, you know what I mean. He's captained his team and all those bits and
Calvin
bobs.
Phillips.
I know he has, but like he's just had more moments, just about I think, than Calvin Phillips.
He's what, 22, like constantly captain.
Close though.
Can't lie, it's not even close for me.
Really?
It's not.
No, but I know a lot about like,
Whoa.
if you're looking at defensive stability, Calvin Phillips could give that more, but then Rice is sort of the balance. He can do the defensive work, the playing out, and then you need a goal or something from somewhere.
I was sort of
Rice does
saying
that.
this. I was sort of saying this off camera a second ago. Rice is more athletic though, so he will cover there quicker than Calvin Phillips. can.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like Babs, you were saying earlier that he's starting to go and do that and explore more. But his ability to do that allows means that his athleticism gets him across the pitch better to go and cover and shield. Whereas Calvin Phillips is a stand. He's not a mover like that. He needs the ball feet and he's there. And then 1v1, I think it's over if you're not agile in that area in the Euros against Dubsman. You know what I mean?
Okay, he still goes though, innit? He's still like.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
He's still
I'm
there.
not letting this. Like, I'm not just gonna.
No, he's on the plane. He's on the plane.
Yeah, he's on the
But
plane.
that's it though. He's not. But next one, the
Jack
A.
Grealish. Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish. Definitely. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Grealish. 100%. If we're going team sheet name,
Yeah.
Grealish.
I mean, that's what I was gonna go for, but then it kind of bugs me that I was watching an interview and he's like, he was saying he prefers coming off the left
And
then,
floating.
yeah. So
But
then
you
I'm
can
like,
give him that though. You can.
yeah, I know, but then how does he adapt in like a Euros kind of setting to that role? Like, because it's not like they're gonna be training for the whole summer. He's got hella time for you know what I mean, get used to how this manager wants him to do this and that. It's just
But
that kind of puts a doubt in my mind, but I'd still give it to him.
But right now we got Grealish, Mount, Maddison, Foden to get into these 2 spots. You got 4 man
Yeah.
to get into these 2 spots.
Okay, Foden to start is not viable. It's not realistic.
I think that was where I get outvoted. I think 1,000,000%. He's a superstar. I think he's so good.
I agree. He's got all the potential in the world. If he's all that, he needs to be starting for City 10 games in a row. You know
But
what I mean?
he does start a lot of games, but it's just that they just rotate a lot. He starts a lot of games. He does.
You're fighting for him, but
He does. He starts.
I'm
he does start a lot of
Dubs
games.
in that one. So Foden, I agree. Bags of ability.
and will be the
be,
best
100%.
English player out of all of these in ability, probably.
Yeah.
But right now, if it was next Euros, yeah,
Right now, barring Grealish, because he just does
madness.
different stuff.
Madness.
He's the most talented midfield player right here.
Yeah, I agree. But then
Don't sleep on Madison's
No,
goals
he's
and
a
that,
bad boy.
and
Or Mount.
like, yeah, Mount as
No,
well. But
Mount,
don't sleep
yeah.
on like.
But talent.
For these guys though, for this position as well, you got to look at output. So goals and assists, like goals and assists.
Tell you.
You know what?
So Grealish is definitely in there. You just
Yeah,
put him
you
in
got
there.
to-
You
you
just
got
put him in there now, so we
Grealish,
can see.
Grealish.
It
He has to be somewhere in there. Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
But then what?
Spider-Man.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Put him on the 8 or on the 10? Because then
You know what? I think
I think
I've
it's a
seen
complete player,
Mount
to
played at 8 as well. You know, a couple of times for Chelsea.
We can swap him.
He's done it alright.
Million
I'll just
game.
put. what's
Let's
his
just
name?
put him in there. He's definitely in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
it has to be.
Get him on the pitch.
There you go.
Number 10. You guys already said Foden's not in. So right now we got Mount and Madison.
But slightly Foden is kind of.
Yeah, as an out and out 10, you know.
No.
As an out and out 10.
To start tomorrow.
I know, and that's why-
To start tomorrow.
Doing
And that's
the
why I
madness.
haven't just straight hopped on the Foden thing. 'cause
Phil
it's just,
Foden. Yeah?
it's risky.
Phil.
I'm gonna make it more like real to you. That's like me saying. That's
Phil.
like when you was 10.
He's not 10.
Yeah? But let me say when you was 10, play higher up now, we found your role a bit deeper, and we go, do you know what? The new kid on the block, you know, who hasn't come in and played as many games as you and isn't as effective as you right now.
He's definitely just as effective or even more effective than all of them. He's so sick.
But you know what?
You see that goal he scored when he just dubs the man on the right side and wrapped in the pin? Obviously left footed. Do you see that? Listen, he's different.
Hey, Foden's right-footed, by the way. You don't guess nothing. Yeah, you wouldn't even mention.
No, I would.
it.
I would.
If he was right-footed,
But the thing that bugs me is, yeah, out of these three, who's the only one that's actually like in the few games they've played? Who scored for England? Foden scored for England. Has Madison scored? I don't think
Mount
he
has. Mount has.
Yeah, but he's had a lot more games. Foden's come in this year. He's played what, maybe 2-3 friendlies in his
Yeah,
bag
yeah.
too.
Bro, I
And
think
that's
without
with-
friendlies, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Okay, but how else are you gonna?
I don't know. It's up to for me. Yeah, between the three of them, Madison just slips out. I love Madison. I think
Yeah,
he's
I
so
agree.
sick, but he just slips out. And then for me, it's left Mount and Foden. What do you guys think? Is it Madison and Mount?
Madison way over Mount all day long. All
Madison
day
again?
long. Madison over Mount all day.
Madison over Mount.
Madison's
In the
good.
10, Madison, 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about number 10. Madison
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Mount.
Yeah.
Mount more complete in different positions, and I think he just don't stop running. He's got that, in
I
him.
think you put Mount on, you slide him up to the 10. And then it's pretty
Yeah, then you
resolute.
do
in
that
there,
one
yeah.
there.
The 10, what we saying, James Madison? I'm comfortable with that. James Madison is a bad boy.
Yeah, I'll put him in the 10.
What?
Imagine having them on the bench though. That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad to come and change the game, and it is changing the game because they play different ways. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I go Mount 8 and then push Grealish up.
Yeah? What do you think?
I think because
I'm not mad at that either.
the top 3 English midfielders, you'd go Rice, Grealish, and Madison. But then I'm thinking that if you're going to Grealish and Madison, then you're going sort of like the Man City thing, like I said, De Bruyne and David Silva.
But you know what? If you're going for,
Madison's injured right now.
Oh yeah.
It's tomorrow, innit?
I was just about to say though, if you're going for like chemistry, you go Mount and Rice because they're best boys,
Yeah.
and you know they're just
That's
your Maz
true,
on the
yeah.
pitch.
Ah,
innit?
cool. So we'll go.
I think Mount,
Mason.
innit?
We go with Mount, yeah.
But that's got to get verified. Is Madison injured?
He is.
I was thinking about that as well. I was thinking
Injury.
to go on the thing.
He's got a hip injury. That's my second team. I'll be supporting Leicester now. He got a hip injury, man.
Well, you support Leicester, right?
Yeah.
Where's Harvey Barnes?
Yeah, he's not in there, man. I'm a real one. Not like you. Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, nah, yeah, 100% agree with that. Agree with that all day long. Yeah.
The front three.
That's crazy.
Alright, cool. So in the front three, we got Tammy Abraham, Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Danny Ings, Jadon Sancho, Bamford, Kane, Greenwood.
You know what? Who's that? Rashford.
Bamford, he's going.
Bamford?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. I'm not having.
Have him on the
Bamford.
table though.
No, what?
Have him on the
so what,
table.
Pickford can go and he can't go.
He's a joke.
Nah, nah.
Nah, you know what it is? So I say we take Greenwood out of there, man.
Yeah.
Put Saka
No,
into the
no,
picture.
Guys.
Saka's got to be there, man. Saka's got to be
Nah,
there.
but to be fair, I would agree with that.
Saka has to
On the
be
right hand side,
Yeah,
Cantona on his left
100%.
foot, yeah.
But I just don't think that's where he will play at all. This guy.
Nah, I think
Like,
Saka, right winger, man. He's
No, but he would go though. Saka would go.
No, yeah,
On his versatility, he's going. He's got on the plane.
He will go, but I don't think he's going to start in the front three. When realistically, we're looking at Kane, Sancho.
Might as well just put Kane up there
Sterling.
now. Really.
Yeah, go on, put
it's
Kane,
not-
yeah.
No one's going to take
Easy,
that spot.
easy. Easy stuff.
And Bamford, left footed.
But you can even argue that Foden can play off the right as well.
Yeah, I know.
Can even argue that.
No, but Foden goes. He's on the plane.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And at the end, quickly, we should put who's on the plane and who's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay, cool. We got Kane up there. Who's off the left?
Sterling.
Sterling or Rashford?
Sterling for me.
Sterling or Rashford?
come back to me last, man. That's come back to me last.
Sterling or Rashford?
I just would flip a coin in it because they're both on the plane. So I'd go.
To start, though. You're not going to flip a coin.
They're both quick. They're both techie. Could Sterling play for United? Could Rashford play for City? Vice versa. They both play in both teams. They both come off.
You got to pick. Stop being on the fence.
Do you know what? Because Rashford was caring about the free school meals and that. Big up to that.
Yeah.
Get yourself started.
I'm Rashford as well.
Yeah.
I'm Rashford as well because I just feel like he's just a little bit more classy on the football pitch. I just do. I think Sterling is quick and sharp and all these things. A little bit scruffy and sometimes.
Do you know as well with him? He'll do the shift and shoot. Sterling's a little bit more like back post finish, and the way he's played at City and Pep's got him, those Rashford will make something out of nothing almost a little bit more. Yeah, I'll put him up. No, can't do that.
Yeah, Rashford, 100%.
Yeah.
And Sterling misses too much, man.
Yeah,
He
that's
misses
true.
too many chances.
Yeah.
Rashford isn't a
Not
perfect
many.
finisher, but like, well, he turns
Okay.
something out of nothing easily, man.
You remember, yeah? I don't know if you guys remember, but I know you will remember. Back in the day, the left side for England was like, oh, who are we going to put there? Now we've got like loads of talent to go there. But
And
now
the
it's the
right,
right side.
yeah.
Who we're going to put for England.
Well, like easy. The Bex was there, innit?
Yeah, no, it's easy for them. They was all playing Gerrard out there. I don't think that was.
Paul Scholes and that. Remember?
Why didn't they just do Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard?
Because that would be too easy.
No.
It's too dumb. But it has to be. It has to be between Sancho. But I'm not even take my unbiased hat off. I would actually make
Start.
a start. I would make.
Start.
I would.
You'd start Saka.
I would seriously think about it.
But would you start?
I'll tell you why. Without Saka this season, Arsenal are literally going to be like 18th.
Without Saka in England, are we hurting?
We're not hurting because that's barring the right back position. The attacking options are mad.
But alright, cool.
Bro, you could even put Phil Foden on the right to cut him on his
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
Like, you could do that.
Yeah.
But
I want it.
but in a like he's different, isn't it? In a
it's more
1v1,
techie way.
Yeah.
But realistically, what is Saka better than Sancho? Yes or no?
Nah.
Or he's not proven yet. Sancho's been on the block. He kind of explode that a bit.
They're like roughly the same age.
I mean, there's 2 seasons of difference. I mean, it's a good.
They both got
amount,
incredibly high ceilings.
No, yeah. But right now, we got to pick tomorrow. Sancho or Saka?
Sancho.
Sancho.
I mean, you lot are sleeping on Hudson Odoi as well. And, he
don't start.
he.
No,
I know
I
recently
know
he's been like a bit, but that one there to cut to knock on the plane. That one's deep. Maybe Tabby that's quite easy to. And then striking options. I'd go. I would go.
Are we all agreeing Sterling can't play in the right, by the way?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna make a case for him.
Go on then.
I would go.
Because he's played there before for England.
Yeah, I would. Nah, I'm not having Sancho. Nah.
Really?
Yeah. What? Go to Germany and do it when there's only 2 teams. Whereas Sterling and
Champions League though.
No, but
okay, so Sterling and Rashford. When they're doing Champions League,
Well, not anymore.
No, not anymore.
when they're not. Okay, but it was though, innit?
They didn't get through the last 16.
But there was in and around it, and when they go to play whoever's at the bottom, Sheffield United, it's still a tough game. I'm not having when Sancho goes and plays the worst team in Germany. It's like him going and playing a Championship side. I really believe that the level of the Prem is that much higher.
But
So
then
I would
what
put him
about-
on the bench.
What about based on his performances for England? It's been good.
Yeah, but again, these friendly games, man, they're just rubbish.
Yeah, but then the
I'm in
only,
case for
the only
Sterling. I'll
other
put Sterling.
representation you're gonna have, innit?
You're Sterling. I'm close between Sancho and Sterling. Saka don't make it. Callum Hudson-Odoi is not really there for me.
Is he gonna play?
Who, Hudson-Odoi?
Mm.
He might be the last seat on there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's
Hudson-Odoi.
tight.
just about. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I think.
It's Sancho for
it's
me.
tough.
It's Sancho
Yeah?
for me.
Look, Saka definitely has a case. Let me put it out there. Saka,
You need
100%.
to hold that,
very
look at the
productive.
camera and do that
Literally,
as well. In case he's watching this and think,
Makayo
yo,
Saka,
you're
I put you on that plane. But
But you know,
obviously,
it's playing, not the starting 11 on the fence.
Let me tell you something about the start lineup. In case Gareth's watching this one, Gareth Southgate.
Gaza.
I know that if I said I'll start you, he won't give me the job when I'm ready. So I'm gonna go with my gut feeling, and I think Jadon Sancho, because of what he's done in the Champions League and what he's done. You can say Bundesliga, but Robert Lewandowski's in the Bundesliga. He's flying. Eric Haaland's in the Bundesliga. They're flying. And I feel like when I saw Sancho play on his England debut, I was just like, wow. Like when you're thinking of sort of younger generation, like who's the next to go up there? You're thinking Haaland, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Jadon Sancho. Saka isn't really in that conversation yet, so you're gonna have to go Jadon Sancho, man.
But don't forget that Sterling, because this is where now we're showing our age a bit more. Sterling was £5 million. Liverpool bought him from QPR when he was 16. He was Sancho, and then went and done it at the Prem, and then got bought for 50 million quid from Man City to Liverpool. It's the same. Do you know what I mean? It's no different. And he's got how many caps for England? And
True.
do you know what I mean? It is
24,
literally there.
25 as
He's a
well.
bagsman as well.
Yeah, it's not like he's 32 years old.
No, I agree with that.
So that's exactly the same thing that what you're saying is that is Sterling. Those two, I'm sure they're probably from the same near enough area.
He's from the northwest. He's from south.
I'm lying, from Leeds, innit? Don't get me. But yeah, like yeah.
It's tough, you know, that one.
But then again, with the Sancho one though, you're looking at Grealish,
Yeah.
Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, Reece James. You've got creativity in there already. So you're looking at who's going to be the output, who's going to get us the goals. You're looking at Rashford's a goal scorer, Kane's a goal scorer. So do you want 3 goal scorers, or do you want another Sancho who can be in there just sort of floating around creating stuff?
No, I want 10 goal scorers. I don't care about.
But then it's the
floating around.
balance of the team, man. So if you're putting in 3 goal scorers, let's say you're putting Sterling in there, what about the creativity? Because for Man City at the moment, I don't really see Sterling creating much. He's sort of on the end of stuff, and when he does get on the end of stuff, he doesn't produce. He doesn't
Do we
finish.
need all of that though? Because this is what these men are here
The
for.
three in them, yeah, I was just gonna say.
I mean, that's what they're there for, and it's not like they're not going to create.
But
anything.
I
You've
think
got Kane that can do that as well and go and create as well. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not like their man up there can't create. They can.
You know what?
Who do you rate in terms of finishing ability? Sancho or Sterling?
I haven't seen enough Sancho, I'll be real. But Sterling, we see him week in, week out. do
Yeah,
this.
choose Sterling.
Yeah, he does the bit, but he scores 2 out of the 5 chances he gets in that game. For me,
He gets more chances than
That's
Sancho.
it, yeah.
and there's a lot of a lot of his goals are like flashed across by De Bruyne or whoever it is.
He did score that free kick over there.
True, bad boy
Rude
as
boy.
well.
Yeah.
But then see Sancho's free kick.
Nah, sick. Who's alright? Cool. Whose free kick was better?
Sanchez.
This guy's bad.
You bought his
Nah.
boots, that's why, innit? You just need to validate.
Nah, I'm not one of them guys.
Because Sterling, Sancho. What are we gonna do? Have we got to deal with his goalkeeper as well?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I look. You not know yet. Look,
Let's rip a coin.
you rate Sterling's thing, but when we were speaking at the start of the day, we said Sterling on the left. That's his position. Playing him on the right, you don't know if you're gonna get the same Raheem Sterling.
But you're talking
And
about the
he didn't
occasion.
square it.
You're talking about
Kane.
the.
You can't forget he didn't square it to Kane. Sancho squaring that to Kane.
But you got to talk about the occasion as well. So like, comes to the occasion. What's that? What's what?
Heads or toes first, I know, I'll tell you.
Wait,
No,
let me finish
Sancho's
my point.
heads and tails, bro. He's in there. He's in there.
Let me finish my point.
Sancho.
So, it comes to the occasion, Sterling has had more big time moments. Do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, than Sancho, and Sterling's had more caps for England. He's not gonna. I don't think Sancho will as well, but I think Sterling, he'll be more comfortable
Yeah.
in the England setup.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
he's-
even know. You know,
okay.
I think Sancho's the kind of player that it's like it started off slow for England, and he just does one of his tricks, one of the little nutmegs, and then it gets the team going, just gets
And
everyone.
that's all
on
good.
the hot
But there's a
things.
bagger man that can do that.
I know, and I agree.
That
with
don't make them special, innit?
No, I know, but
It's at the end of the day, you got to think who's going to be the game changer, and they're both got bags and bags.
Coin.
You see it?
Alright, so
What are we saying? Sancho's head, Sterling's tails?
alright.
Go on.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Who's who?
What was what?
Sancho's head, Sterling's tails.
Why you Jadon Sancho.
For you, man.
I know, man.
I'm not for you.
I knew
I'm
what
not-
that coin was
nah,
gonna say
nah,
as well,
nah.
bro. 'cause
Listen, either
Fix
way
these.
though, there,
Yeah.
Could imagine one coming off the bench.
GK.
Ooh. It's gotta be Pope, man.
You know,
I'm down
I
for Pope. I'm not tripping.
Dean.
Let's
Dean
do
Henderson.
Pope. Let's do Pope.
Hold up. Before you put my man over there, yeah. If Pope was in goal for Man United yesterday, were United getting that second goal? Would he have changed the game like Dean Henderson did?
But they
Do
would
they
have
still get the 3
got the
points?
1-0 and just he would have saved everything.
Nah, he would not have saved everything. Dean Henderson made some bad boy saves as well, you know. And Dean Henderson is the one that calmed them down to play out the back. Nick Pope here is like, you lot are trying to play out from the back. I don't back him. Or, no offence, plays like Burnley, I'm not sure they're playing out a lot, going for the big one up front to hit Harry Kane. If you're going to, who's going to hit the better ping to Harry Kane? I'm going Nick Pope. But who's going to hit that ping to Luke Shaw, who's out wide, and put Rashford in behind the defence? Again, I'm going
But that's why he
Dean
went
Henderson.
Pickford. That's why he went Pickford off. For how many
But that's
times,
not,
innit?
and that's not even what
Literally.
you're paying your keeper for. What do you
Nah,
want
bro,
him to do?
you're playing. You're keeping. You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dean Henderson is look. Pope, if the ball's iron because he's bigger, he's saving it. But Dean Henderson's more agile. He can float a bit more. Only thing that Pope, I'd back Pope is in a cross. But you're looking at, like I said, the goal he conceded to Arsenal against Aubameyang. He should save that. I think Dean Henderson's saving that.
For a quick minute, the way you pulled it across next to Saka, I thought you were going to make a shout for Saka to get and
Get and
go.
go.
Literally and go. I think Saka's that good.
Nah, man.
Okay, put it this way. If it's going to be a case of playing out on that, so what? So England are going to like concede, they're going to score
No, but that's
whatever
the thing.
and
But
concede more.
he's
It's
the
not-
he's the more complete goalkeeper, Dean Henderson. And you're looking at crosses like Premier League football and stuff because Burnley aerial team, you want Pope, but then the way that England want to play, and I've seen it, they want to play out from the back. They want to build. It's like sort of having Edison and go. You'd put Dean Henderson there, and he's a good shot stopper.
But then, of course, you need to put, like, again, you need to put in the occasion. So he's gonna go in there, and on paper, on the training ground, yeah, bopping it. Big stage, that might go out the window.
No, but he's bopping as well. He played at Sheffield United last season. He showed he can do both sides of it. Or Sheffield playing out from the back? No.
No, but I'm saying the occasion though.
What? So Pope's better prepared for the occasion than Dean Henderson.
I think so.
Game
I don't
time
know.
this season.
Both play for England, no?
Yeah.
They both play for England.
Yeah, I think-
Pope,
I think
Pope
Pope
only
has.
really came into the picture this season, man. Henderson's been on it last 2 seasons.
What, and play for England?
Yeah, Pope, bro, it was
No,
Pickford.
Has
Pope
Henderson
wasn't on
played
it.
for England though? Has he got a cap for England?
Yeah, he does.
I don't think he does.
He does.
I don't think he does.
He does.
Yeah.
You can check.
Pope's definitely got more though.
Yeah, Pope has more.
You got outvoted anyway, man.
What do you mean, yo? Nah, Dino.
It's close.
Hey, listen, if you want to go back to Calvin Phillips, I'll make you a deal right now. I'll make you a deal right now.
What?
Huh? You want to come
wait
join
for
the...
man.
No,
Wait
okay
for
then.
it.
Cool. So
But-
there's our 11
There's a
starting. I mean,
That's strong.
it's very strong. Yeah,
And I think it's like City, the bench is mad as well.
Yeah.
We've got to do that quickly now.
Yeah,
The
real
bench.
quick.
Who
You know
misses
what?
out?
I don't know. You know, I think Gareth Southgate's gonna put Sterling in though over these, man. 100%.
Yeah,
Over-
Sterling's
I
like the
think he
second
will.
name in
This is
the
go-to,
team.
yeah,
in
this is
the
go-to.
team
Yeah,
sheet.
but Gaza's not here. Yeah, this is our team.
So yeah. See, I know how you think. You need that assistant. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
He's got to go in there. Saka's got to be
Okay,
there.
cool. Sterling, Saka.
Danny Ings, 100%.
Yeah,
Goals
we
from
need
Tammy
another
Abraham.
Just put
striker.
Danny Ings. Nah, Abraham. Wait. How many men? How many men are going on the flight?
16?
Another 16.
No, so
No.
is it not 22-man squad? What is it? How many?
23, isn't it?
23.
Is that the World Cup? Is the Euros and World Cup the same?
I think it's the same 23.
Oh, if it's 23, then pretty
Yeah,
much
go on,
everyone can
yeah.
fit in there, man.
No,
Foden.
23, that's another 12 players.
there's more than 12 players here.
Okay, look.
Yeah, but...
These
Taking out,
four,
like,
100%.
You're better for saying who's not going. So
Yeah,
Tammy Abraham's
that's what I
not
mean.
going.
Tarek Lamptey, not really.
He's
Tyler's
injured,
not-
so he's not going to go. innit?
Trippier's not going.
Trippier's
Man
not
can't even play. He's on a betting thing, isn't he?
Oh,
He
yeah.
can't play for
Oh
like...
my
Yeah,
God.
Greenwood's gone. I don't think Wan-Bissaka's going to go, you know.
No.
Oh, he
I think he's going to change
Yeah.
Kigo, doesn't he? Walker.
I think Trent sneaks in, you know.
Yeah, of
I'm not even
course
gonna lie.
Yeah,
He does.
Trent-
Both of them. Oh, yeah, I guess.
But
so,
Walker,
yeah.
for- yeah.
Yeah.
We're all trying to go
Madison
in the
goes.
back.
Madison definitely goes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There was talking there, and they were saying that he might miss out because of Saka's versatility. They was talking about it, but
Henderson definitely goes.
Jordan Henderson.
Jordan.
He probably goes over Calvin Phillips, you know.
Yeah.
But no, if it's ours, Calvin Phillips definitely goes. We already sorted that one out.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But in actual Euros, he probably goes over him.
Maguire, he's gonna go. innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But are we having him?
No, I'm not having Maguire.
What's your centre?
Come on.
What's
No,
your,
no, hold on, yeah,
okay,
what's your backup centre-back?
Exactly.
just Kyle Walker.
Are you
Cody,
good?
Cody.
My guy Cody.
But you need two though. You need two.
Put Thingy back there.
Nah,
We're
we'll
getting
have
rid of
to-
him. We're getting rid of him.
Kyle
Yeah,
Walker,
yeah.
Kyle Walker play right side centre.
No, Maguire is gonna be on that plane, whether
Yeah.
you like it or not, man.
We gotta put him
He's gonna be there, man.
Yeah.
How many is that now? 11, 12.
Wait, 1, 2, 9.
That's 9. So
20.
what? 2 more.
That's 20.
Three
So
more.
what
Three
is
more.
it?
Chilwell, you need a backup left.
Well,
Oh,
we
but then
need a
again,
GK.
Yeah.
yeah, backup
Yeah.
GK. Chilwell,
And normally they take 3 GKs, don't they? But yeah.
Chilwell. I don't know, man.
So we got left over. We got Keane,
He doesn't
Michael
go.
Keane,
Michael Keane don't go.
Hudson-Odoi, Chilwell, Gomez, Tammy Abraham, Calvin Phillips. How many more we got? 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more.
Oh, two
wait.
more. Wait. You gotta look at where you're short at. You're
Yeah,
looking
you
at
gotta look where you need it.
if Shaw is missing out.
We did agree on my guy Phillips going. That was
Yeah,
part-
go on.
that
Yeah,
was-
we
that-
can't do it like that. We got to put
We did
Phillips
say
in
that he is on the
Yeah,
plane.
you got to put Phillips on the plane. Because look, if
looking at
anything
it.
happens to Luke Shaw, Bukayo Saka can fit in at left back. So Bukayo Saka can fit in at left back. If anything happens to Jack Grealish, Saka can fit number 10 as well. Just put it out there.
And what about something happens to Pope?
Bukayo Saka with Dean Henderson paying out from the back, 100%.
Okay, cool. One more space, and we're saying what? Calvin Phillips,
I
Gomez,
think, this
or
is, I think
Chilwell.
this is it.
No, we didn't put it in. We didn't put
Oh,
it in.
no? Okay.
We said
Look,
Phillips already.
oh,
Phillips.
yeah.
Yeah, Calvin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You can't put Gomez. He's been injured the whole
Yeah,
season.
yeah. Gomez.
Chilwell's not
Done.
I'm not stressing about Chilwell.
Done. So let's start with what we got here. You know, we start Pope. Big argument between Henderson, Pickford. Bless his heart, he's over there. he's still at home. But Pope starts for us. You know, we said that big time, big game, big player. Just edges it over Henderson. James, we said that he's between Trent and Wan-Bissaka, which I think is about right. Great quality on the football, defensively strong, quick, and he can do a bit in midfield, the same as Trent. Stones, based on his performance in the last 21 games, 22 games, playing out from the back, characters building. Ings, left-footed centre-back, sort of self-explanatory, the hard man next to Stones. Shaw, based on his performance this season so far. Stop me if you think I've missed anything as well. We got Declan Rice, really good on the football, developed so well, £100 million player plus, ready to go. I think he's just ready to go. His character's good to go. Mount,
That's his boy as well.
yeah,
That's me.
great chemistry there. Talking about FIFA, yeah, chemistry on that. Then, in terms of Mount as well, I was really impressed with his goal, the winner, you know, the other day. I thought that was really quite good for a young guy. Grealish, self-explanatory. Joke man, he's just too good. The front three, difficult. The front, theirs two is kind of easy. Rashford, because his productivity off the left is really good. Kane, world class. Sancho over Sterling, just about. One, because he's probably more productive off the right, and I can admit that. 2, because the coin said so. When he flicked it. Yeah.
That's fate, innit?
It's fate. It's got to. So that leaves us with, let's get them on the board. Going on a plane as well. You want to do it that side?
Go on, Hadi.
What?
You got to
Kyle-
do it first.
Bukayo Saka, because they both
Yeah.
England
Dean
left back
Henderson.
and right wing. And left wing and number 10. I wouldn't put him up front though.
Yeah, we've got
Foden's
Dean
gotta be
Henderson,
there.
Foden.
Sterling just obviously missed out.
That bench is mad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That bench is actually mad.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a good time to be a young English player.
That was one for you.
Big Leeds boy.
Yeah.
Leeds, Leeds,
Go
Leeds.
Kings.
He's from Leeds.
Danny Ings, he's a little unsung hero in there. To be fair, he's done himself.
Dark horse.
Dark horse,
Yeah.
injuries as well. Not really rating Maguire, can't lie, but
Yeah.
he'll be there though.
There you go.
He's gonna be on the plane. He always finds his way on the plane, man.
Yeah.
He knows the pilot, innit?
Oh,
Cody, I think he's
Cody's so
unbelievable
Connor
this
Cody's a
season.
baller, man.
My guy Madison, man, I'm not happy that he's not in the starting lineup. I think it was up to me. I'm finding a way to get him in there. I can't lie.
No, but again, because it's tomorrow, he's coming back from injury, innit? So
That's true.
You got sort of more
got
than him.
in the 11.
I'd be finding a way though. I like that guy so much. He was so good. I don't want football manager. Amazing.
make sure you leave some space at the top for
Go
Bukayo
on,
Saka, innit?
go on. Take it away, Hadi.
Oh, is it? Wait, he can't fit there.
Nah, you take it away,
Gotta
man.
go at the
We'll
bottom.
make some space for Bukayo Saka. You know what? He should be in and around here because he should be in the lineup. So we'll put him there. Bukayo Saka
Cool.
can play both left back, right wing, left wing, number 10,
And in goal.
and in goal. Even a right back, I think.
Cool. So yeah, so that's our team. Let us know what you think. Put it in the comment sections if we got missed anyone out. If you would change anything around. But yeah, that's our team. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know if you missed out any players. And then you can join us again on episode 6.